Greetings from Florida. Today we're working on a 2017-2025 Audi A5 Convertible or Coupe. If you'd like us to do this, powerupauto.com. Give us a call if you're in Tampa Bay. You've got a strip right there at the top, which I'm blocking a little bit and I apologize, but you'll have to work around that. Behind that are two Torx 30 bolts, and there's one below the pull handle. You see the hole there on the bottom right below where my elbow was. You can take those out. Might need a magnet would be helpful for this too. This clip is at double speed, by the way, so you don't have to watch it all day. After you get those three bolts out, you should be able to pull it off. You're going to unplug a couple of the wiring harnesses on the other side. You're going to take out the cable that goes to the handle. There's not a lot of risk here. You shouldn't have any major problems with this. If you find this video helpful, do me a favor, like L-I-K-E, like the video. That'll help other people such as yourself find it on YouTube if they're looking. And by the way, I got the part at the dealer. They do sell these aftermarket, but the price difference was not significant. So I bought it, an Audi part. It's kind of similar to a Volkswagen. Audi, Porsche, and Volkswagen are the worst to do. They're most difficult. So I'm taking off those wiring harnesses, and then I'm going to move the door panel out of my way. That black plastic cover is going to come off. The speaker is going to come out. If you just pinch those together, you should be able to get them out, no problem. And, oh, that's the airbag sensor. So try not to unplug that. You might have to reset it if you do, but ideally you just don't unplug it. No reason to. We're going to take that off. The motors generally don't go on this. It's usually just the regulator. And over there, I'm taking off the motor, which should be fine. I don't know if I unplugged it or not. Let's see. Nope, didn't need to. And we're going to take off the speaker. If your window's down and you need to lock it up for the time being, you can take off the speaker, push the window up, even cut the cables if you want to. No electrical cables, but you can cut the regulator cables and push it up and put a bolt underneath it. So we're going to loosen that one and I think take the other one out. One gets loosened and one gets removed. Probably a Torx 30. 25 or 30. Suction cup will come in handy for this too. Harbor Freight, $2.99. Well, actually, I think they're $5 now, but they're fairly cheap. And we're going to take out that bolt, which I believe goes through the glass. There's a hole in the glass. And at first I had the glass just leaning, but you do have to take the glass out to get the regulator out. So you will be taking it out, in which case you're going to take off the belt molding at the top. Now there's four, I'm going to guess 13 millimeter Torx nuts. And you probably can use 7/16 as well. 7/16 or ½ inch, I can't remember, but if you have any questions, please ask right here on YouTube. I'll be glad to get back to you within a day or so. Taking off those four nuts. Then you'll see on that piece there that the motor goes into, there's 3 plastic kind of clips that go through the door panel. Just push those together and you can push them right out. And here's where I figured out I got to take the glass out. And when you do, the metal bracket on the left-hand side, you see it right there, is probably going to fall off. That's okay. You're getting a new one with the new regulator anyway, if you get the factory part. So now we're going to take it out. Be careful with the glass. Once again, please like the video if it was helpful. You're welcome to subscribe if you have like a fleet of cars, but you probably wouldn't be interested in most of my videos because they all apply to different cars. And yeah, I know I'm blocking the camera sometimes, so this is a working farm, so I have to get the job done while I videotape it for you. If you're in Tampa Bay or Minnesota, give us a call. We'll do it for you. Oh, yeah, I got the one of the bolts caught on the bottom below one of the bars, but I finally got it out. That was my problem there. The way you can tell if it's a regulator, you'll hear a crunching, grinding sound. The motors generally don't go. They're pretty reliable. And here's the new one. Let's make sure we got it in the right direction. I think that's upside down. And you'll need that piece as well. It's a little clip that holds the cable towards the front of the door panel. Bosch tools, B-O-S-C-H, they're the best. I've used them for years. I've used everything over the years, but Bosch has definitely been the most reliable, best customer service. Fairly indestructible. Now I just popped those plastic pieces into the door panel. The nuts go on pretty much one way. Now on the left hand side, that one is a bit adjustable. So if you find that the glass, and it probably won't, but if you find the glass is tilting into the cockpit or out of the cockpit too much, you can adjust that a turn or two to get it to go back and forth. And before you put the glass on the regulator. It's important to put the motor back on, otherwise when you put the glass in, it's going to just fall down to the bottom because there's nothing holding the clips up. Little WD-40 on the run channel, which is on the right hand side. Just a dab will do you. If it's a 4-door car, you want to WD-40 it every 3 or 4 months. And now we're going to put the glass back in. Carefully, carefully. Now again, the one on the right just clips in. The one on the left has a hole in the glass, so you need to line up the glass with, if you have like an awl or something to make sure that it's through, because that bolt is going to go through the glass to the back of the clip. And be careful not to over tighten it. You don't want to break the glass, but glass is pretty strong stuff. You should be okay. Yeah, the first time I didn't get it in. And that one just tightens the clamp down, the clip down onto the glass. Next up, we're going to need to test it out. So to do that, you're going to have to put the door panel on a bit. You need to plug it in, put the key on. You want to be able to make sure that when you close the door, it lines up properly and the glass goes up the extra 1/4 of an inch. And this is a little more challenging than you would think because I'm not putting everything back on yet because I'm not ready to put the door panel back on. I want to make sure it fits. So we're going to plug in that wiring harness there. And let's see. I just tried the passenger side. There we go. We're good. We're going up. So now the trick is put the make sure that the belt molding, that rubber piece I'm touching right now, is down all the way. Now this was a bit of a hassle too. You would think that the 3 pieces on the top of that door panel go into the run channel. They do not. They kind of go on the outside of it. And here's where I'm getting caught, right here. It's not closing all the way because it's not lined up. The door panel, not the glass. The door panel is not lined up properly. So if you look at there, I think I got something hanging out there. Nope, maybe that's just the light. There's metal posts that the panel clips into. You'll see them. Let's try it again. Nope. Also, you may have to reset the automatic on this. Usually not, but if you do, the way to do it is you put your finger on the button, put the window all the way up, and continue to hold it for about 3 seconds after it's up, and that probably resets it. If not, let go of the switch and then hold it for 3 seconds after it's already up, and that should reset it. Nope, still didn't get it all the way up. I'm trying to make sure the door panel is lined up. Part of the problem here was I thought that the top clips at the very top of the panel slid into the rubber run channel. They do not go into it. They go outside of it. Or inside of it. Outside of it. Hey, there you go. Now, yes, the glass lined up. You gotta take my word for it. So let's take it off, put the speaker back in. Don't forget to connect the cable that goes to the handle. And the rest of this, I don't think you need a play-by-play. It's pretty cut and dry. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask. And thank you for watching. And go ahead and like the video. Have a great week. Thanks.